Before we get into solving quadratic equation using completing the square method, let's look at equations with irrational roots that we should solve the following equations. This is said to be a x plus 6 squared is equal to 12 1/4. When you have a question like this, what you're expected to do is to simplify it. This is bracket x plus 6 squared is equal to, I'm going to simplify this. This is 12 times 4 is 48 plus 1 is 49/4. So instead of me expanding this, I can just go ahead to look for the square root of both sides. And when you look for the square root on the left hand side, you are left with x plus 6 is equal to, when you look for the square root of this, it gives you plus or minus square root of 49/4. And since 49/4 is a perfect square, you have it that x plus 6 is equal to plus or minus square root of 49 is 7 divided by square root of 4 is 2. So we have x to be equal to, when you subtract 6 from both sides, you have minus 6 plus or minus 7/2. So this is x is equal to minus 6 plus or minus 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So you have x to be equal to minus 6 plus 3.5, or minus 6 minus 3.5. That means that x is equal to minus 2.5 or minus 9.5 when you simplify them. So this is how you can get the solution when the question is in this form, is in irrational form. Question 2, that's B, we have x minus 2 all squared to be equal to 5. So you can just go ahead to find the square root of both sides, and this is said to be equal to x minus 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 5, and x is equal to plus 2 plus or minus root 5. So we have x is equal to plus 2 plus root 5, or 2 minus root 5. So these are the two possible solutions of this question. C, we have 3x minus 1 all squared is equal to 9. You do same as we have done for A and B by finding the square root of both sides. When you do that on the left hand side, you are left with 3x minus 1 to be equal to plus or minus square root of 9. So 3x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus 3. For root 9 is 3. 3x is equal to 1 plus or minus 3. We have x to be equal to 1 plus or minus 3, or divided by 3 when you divide both sides by 3. So x will be equal to 1 minus 3/3, or 1 plus 3/3, and x is equal to 1 minus 3 is minus 2/3, or 4/3. So these are the solutions to the quadratic equation in this form. Now, we have looked at factorization of quadratic equations.